I am loving this ponytail today. Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mallory and I'm a lifestyle creator and brand strategist. And on this channel, I talk about personal branding, intentional living, and authentic entrepreneurship. In today's video, we're gonna talk through 5 mindful journal prompts for intentional entrepreneurs and creators. Journaling is a tool that I've used since I was really young to help me process my thoughts and emotions. And as I've grown up and gotten older, I've realized that it's also an incredible tool for helping to shift mindset from a more scarcity mode to abundance mode. And this is especially the case for entrepreneurs and creators. We battle imposter syndrome, self-doubt, insecurities, and everything in between. So today we're gonna kick negative mindset to the curb and actually shift our minds to become our greatest ally in life and business. In my coaching program, Authentic Brand Academy, mindset work is actually one of the first things I do with my clients. Why? Because as the saying goes, as you think, so you become. We start off with a deep dive of reflection through a series of mindset questions, and I'm gonna share 5 of those with you today so that you can start to shift your mindset. One of the first questions in the reflection series is, what does your dream life look like? One of the scariest but most powerful things we can do as entrepreneurs and creators is to write out and actually speak our dream life out loud. As you journal about your dream life, I want you to think about what each of your 5 senses would experience in this dream life. What smells or tastes are you experiencing? What sounds do you hear? What colors do you see? Inviting our senses into the journaling experience helps our brains take it off of paper and see it actually come to life. The first time that I wrote about my dream life, I actually remember starting to smell the smells that I was identifying, which was a lot of florals and natural scents. And I actually started to hear the sounds and my mouth was watering from feeling like I was tasting the tastes that were aligned with my dream life. There is something so powerful about actually putting our dreams and hopes on paper and speaking them out loud. So after you finish this question, I highly recommend actually taking it and reading it out loud, maybe to a friend or just to yourself. One of the next questions we tackle is, what do I value most in life? If you know me at all, you know that I am always talking about values and living by your values. Making sure you're clear on your values is so important to having a balanced life and business. Our values are actually the pillars that all of our actions and decisions should stand on. When we have a big decision coming up or we're trying to decide what action to take next, going back to our values is often a really helpful way to get clear on what the next step should be. You can think of your values as like a map or maybe a set of lampposts that are guiding you into the right direction, especially when you're feeling a little bit lost and not sure what to do next. So often when we're in the grind of trying to grow our business or close more brand partnerships, we unintentionally become unaligned with the things that are most important to us. And what ends up happening is we make decisions that seem right because that's maybe what the industry is doing or what the people around us are doing, but internally they don't sit right because they aren't aligned with the things that are most important to us. If we're living a life unaligned with our values, we're ultimately gonna feel out of touch with ourselves and unfulfilled in all of the work we're doing. So making sure you're clear on what your values are is a great place to start to ensure you're living intentionally and building your business in an intentional way. The next question is, how do I define success? Not me, you. Each of us has learned or developed a different idea of success depending on our experiences, our upbringing, our surroundings, and what we see in social media and society around us. For some of us, it's making a lot of money, the 6-figure, multiple 6 figures, 7-figure years. But for others of us, the ultimate sign of success is healthy relationships and knowing that we have people in our life to support us, or maybe time freedom and being able to pick up and leave whenever you want. Whatever it is for you, it's so important that we as entrepreneurs and content creators identify our idea of success and try to understand where it comes from, which can sometimes lead to redefining your idea of success. The next question for intentional creatorpreneurs is, who is important in my life and how will I prioritize these relationships? In a post-COVID world, this question is actually tough because I think a lot of us are having to relearn how to engage in relationships, relearn how to make friends, relearn how to prioritize people, and relearn how to function in society. But the thing is that as human beings, we were never meant to do life alone, but in community. We all need people, whether it's family, partners, or friends, in order to experience the fullness of what life has to offer. And we need people to help us achieve our goals, a support system that we know we can rely on. My tip to you would be to identify 3 people who are integral in your life and write out how you will go about prioritizing those relationships. If you want to take it a step further and maybe be a little bit vulnerable, reach out to them, ask them for a coffee date or a phone call, and tell them that they're important to you, that they matter, that they're so integral in your life, and share with them some of the ways you want to commit to being in their life as well as have them in yours. The last question for this set of journal prompts is, how am I practicing adaptability in my life and business? The online space and cultural, popular trends and social phenomenons are constantly changing. In fact, the only constant in life is change. This is why it's so important as creatorpreneurs that we are intentional with how we navigate and adapt to the change. This does not mean trying to keep up with every trend or try to be present on every platform. In fact, don't do that. That's doing the most and it's gonna stress you out. What is important is that we have 2 to 3 friends or a community of people in our industry or resources we go to make sure we're staying up on the trends in our industries and in our specific niche. Because the thing is that being adaptable is key to success, whatever that means for you. Instead of getting overwhelmed by all the trends and platforms coming out, just commit yourself to 2 or 3 that you are just going to focus on and be really intentional and consistent about keeping up with. And if you need suggestions for where to go, be sure to drop your questions in the comments and I will give you some resources. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed watching, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with all of my new videos. I'd also love to hear about your experience journaling through these prompts. So after you finish your journaling time, be sure to share about your experience with me in the comments. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.